to the channel, guys. I've got my whole crew helping me today, which is pretty cool. It's a really awesome day for us. We've been waiting so long to get these drawers. Finally they're here. So I'm going to have all the hands I need to get these things in, get them done. It is now Thursday, 12:30, and we are leaving on a camping trip tomorrow. So I want to get these things done in and installed so we can enjoy them tomorrow and on the weekend for our camping trip. So let's get straight into it. Got to unpack all this, so get through all this. Let's see what's in here. So we've got the drawer system. This is a 1355 drawer system, and there's a couple other goodies in here which we'll show you, and we'll reveal that at a later stage. But for now, we've got to unbox this, get it over there, and then start installing it in the back of the truck. Okay, we're all unpacked. We've got the two main drawers. These are the 1355s. This is the solid top. This is the one with the rolling floor. This is where the fridge is going to live. So we've got that top, access the fridge. Then you've got the main drawer system. Super smooth action on them. Go show it back. Each drawer comes with the fitting kits, the instructions, which is pretty cool. Then we've got the rear extension panels, which close the back of the drawers onto the actual tub. You've got the vertical end panels, which will close in behind the tailgate, close the front faces off. And then we've got the side mounting kits. So again, this will be bolted onto the side, so it just closes everything off. So this will be one big platform above the drawers, so it's a one big usable space. And then we've got some really cool things there that we'll be revealing pretty shortly. So probably in a future video actually. And I've got the two terrorists eating lunch, so we're going to be drilling holes in the bed so we can secure the drawers in place, and then we're going to mount them all together and then get it that way. So I'm going to have a spot of lunch, and then from there let's get done. Righty, stage one of your drawer build, what you've got to do is remove the tops of your drawers. Basically, you're going to have the frame left over. So removing these drawers is pretty simple. You've got 10mm nuts, M6. You've got 4 of these on each side, so they get untaken and slid straight out. Then you've got to take the rolling floor off the top of both drawers. And then what it does, it exposes the frame where you've got to bolt these together with M6 nuts. And your nylon bolts and washers. So you've got these joining kits that slide in here. These keeps everything nice and rigid, nice and together. Again, these get bolted together, so that's nice and rigid. And the little fitting kit that you get is pretty comprehensive. We've got everything that's labeled in the kit. Don't exactly want to turn it over. So yeah, these are pretty good. These got all the stuff you require for the drawer build. So what we've done now is we've put everything together, and from here we're going to move on to the next stage, and I guess that is getting that in the truck, mocking everything up, and then drilling your mounting holes into the bed of the truck, and then these get mounted, and then we move on to the floor panels. So there's a few brackets that need to be fitted onto the sides, and that will hold the side mounting kits, the rear extension kit, and the front extension panels, the vertical end panels. So we'll do that, get that done, move on to the next stage. Okay, we ran into some pretty interesting technical problems. So if you do have a bed liner, I highly suggest or highly recommend you get that bugger right out of your truck, because what it does, it just complicates all the measurements. It just puts out all the spacing for the drawers, and it just makes it overcomplicated, and you'll end up having to cut some of the bed lining out, and it is more of an annoyance than anything else. So I recommend taking it all out, because what it does, the bed lining, obviously it sits on top of the original factory bed, so it raises everything up by 15 to 20 mil. So as you can imagine, the drawers sit 20 mil higher,
That means that the side panels will end up clashing with your tie-down points on either side of the truck, which is kind of annoying because I wanted to make sure those were left in place so I could tie things down on top of the drawers. So yeah, so that kind of clashed. So I saw that early on. We ended up cutting a few sections of it out, and it just didn't work. It was more of an annoyance and more of a hindrance than anything else. I highly recommend getting rid of them. So we're gonna get the frame straight back in, get them mounted in, and I think we are literally on our last final bits and pieces, and we'll be done. Fingers crossed. As you can see, we're starting to lose a lot of light. We've got inclement weather, thunderstorms and all sorts. However, it doesn't take the fact that we need to get these done. So top tip for you guys, by centering your drawers, the easiest way to do is what I found. Instead of trying to guess and mark loads of things out, I've put my vertical front facing panels on, the rear panels, and what that does, it squares up your drawers inside the tub. So it really helps out. So you basically got to push the drawers back just enough so the end panels touch the front of the tub, and then it'll square everything up nice and neatly. And if you look at your the spaces and where your lines mark up, it'll actually fall down into the correct values, which is quite nice. So just drop your spaces in, drill your holes, and we're just going to bolt it up and then just chuck the drawers straight back in. So hopefully we'll be done very shortly. As you can probably hear, we've been blessed by some much needed rain after a lot of heat. But now that you're on sort of the final stages now, it's time to get the drawers in place. So when you get the drawers delivered, you'll find that most of the stuff is all assembled, so you've got to kind of disassemble things to get things together. And the final stage is just getting the drawer locks back into place. So you want to keep these tops off right to the end and make sure that you can get these locks back in. They're pretty simple. You've just got to get to the back of the drawer and slide it in with your fingers. It's not too difficult, and you've got all the relevant nuts and bolts in place there. So they're pretty simple. Once that's all in place, get the top in and we're all done. Boom, it's done. Drawers are in. They are super smooth, super strong. I'm very happy with the install. Top tip for you guys: if you have a bed liner, get rid of it. It makes the installation so much quicker, so much easier. It doesn't overcomplicate anything, and your drawers will be awesome. We're really happy with the install. It neatens everything up. There's loads of storage now. Everything is so much neater and it has its particular place. So highly recommend it with the rolling floors, rolling tops. Definitely worthwhile looking at. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps us grow. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing, and we will definitely see you in the next one.